You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Change yourself to change society. Now, you know what? We constantly hear about people who want to make a difference in life. You know, good or bad, right? You know, good or bad. Good in terms of, you know, they want people to live better. Bad in terms of they want to try to force people to conform to their desires, right? And I mean, people will spend a lifetime. It's like I'm gonna get this company to stop doing this. I'm gonna get these people to behave a certain way, and it never quite works, because the key to changing everyone around us is to change ourselves first, and to change what's in us that causes what we see, what we perceive in other people. Let me give you an example. There are several people that just think the opposite sex is just bad, right? Because they have all these problems with the opposite sex. They'll say, they just bad people. They have problems. They're going to have to change, right? But I would submit the problem isn't everybody else. The problem is you. You know, if you change yourself, that'll change how everyone responds to you, right? And that's just in relationships. But society in general. Like, you have some people, right? They'll see a video or something on, animal cruelty, or what they do to actually make the food that we love so much out here, right? And they'll complain, they'll protest, they'll throw stuff on, throw paint on someone wearing fur. And it's like, I'm going to get them to stop. But then if you start checking, they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Because I'm willing to bet. In fact, I know many people who might watch something like an animal cruelty film will still go to that buffalo wing place. So how's that changing anything? Or let me give you another example. They'll complain about the corporations, and they'll complain about the elite and everything that they're doing. Yet, you support that elite when you buy certain products. You're supporting it. Are you giving up on that product? Are you giving up buying that technology? Are you giving up buying that new iPhone that comes up? Because if you want to hit a evil corporation, you would do something. You would change something within yourself. Or we complain about politicians, right? I mean, that's the main thing. But then if you say, well, did you vote? And they were like, no. So did you change that little thing within you that didn't want to participate, but you're going to complain about the outcome? Right? Or even, it can be anything, because ultimately, you can't change the outside world because you have no control over it. Now, people try. They try hard, and we get it. But see, people going to push back. But if you control your reaction to it, right? And it's a very simple thing. It's a very simple experiment. If someone's treating you a certain way, right? Try to think about what it is in you that's causing this behavior. So what can you control in it, right? I'll give you an example. There was a young man who was complaining about getting all these pushy women, right? He was complaining. He was always saying, man, all these controlling type of women come find me. All these pushy women come find me and everything, right? And I just said he couldn't figure out what it is. And he was getting mad at the women. I said, no. What is it within you that these women feel like they can be pushy with you? Because he was a good guy, but he was a little bit of a pushover. He didn't stand up for himself. Once he started doing that, he noticed that even the pushy women would behave towards him in a different way. And that's like that for everything in life, not just relationships. I mean, those are good examples, but just life, period. How are you supporting it? You know, you get plenty of people who rail against the system, but you live in the system. You supporting it. Where are you spending your money at? You know? If you want a different type of food featured in your local grocery store other than asking for it, you can just say, you know, you'll give them the idea. If you get a critical mass of people who stop buying it, they're going to have to change it. Like you get some neighborhoods, right? You get some neighborhoods where they have, especially poor neighborhoods, where they have a lower grade of meat and lower grade of food because they can. If people say, wait a minute, I'm going to change what's in me that will eat that type of food and therefore don't eat it, that's going to change. That's going to change. At some point, the people are going to get the idea. See, it's always within you. If I can go in and actually affect a whole room full of people just by how I'm behaving. See, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, if I go in obnoxious, loud, rude, insult people, I know how they're going to respond to me. But if I want them to be cooperative, I know how to deal with what I'm projecting within myself outward that will change how I need them to respond. What you think about that? See, a lot of times people don't look at themselves. You know, they get fired from jobs, and they get fired from a succession of jobs, right? And it's just like, all these people got something against me. And they never say, well, what is it in me that keeps getting fired? You know, it's always the other person's problem. So that's the key. It's always in the mirror, everybody. Always in the mirror. So, anyway, that's my little brief message. I'm going to make the messages briefer and, you know, because I want people to just focus on that burst and really get what I'm saying. So if you really want to make a change, make the change within. Change yourself to change society. So that's it for now. Keep rising and transforming. Peace.